India's Northeast is an exhilarating place, an exceptional coming together of lush green forests, countless rivers, snow-clad mountains hiding nature's bounty, and colorful people with innumerable dialects and rich traditions. Yet, so sadly, the majestic splendor of this landscape is overshadowed by the squalor and misery that define the life of its inhabitants. Arunachal Pradesh, called the land of the rising sun, is about as far away from Delhi as one can get, both literally and metaphorically. Nevertheless, contested by at least two countries, home to dozens of tribes, and spanning numerous insurgencies, this state reflects the same melody that afflicts the rest of India: exploitation, corruption, and poor governance. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the area of healthcare. And we experienced it ourselves when last year, while on a visit to Arunachal to attend the annual ICANN meeting, one of our members, Rajesh Sahai, had an accident and sustained a dislocated shoulder. The closest facility with even an X-ray machine, forget about surgery, was miles away. And the roads are so terrible that 100 miles meant hours and hours of excruciating ride, even with all the bones intact. The only two helicopters available were out of service, no doubt having fully served the politicians on their personal errands. We were fortunate to be with Karuna Trust friends whose PHC in the area at least had some pain medications and first aid support. It took us 14 hours to reach Dibrugarh in Assam, where we were finally able to get the necessary medical attention. So, it is against this background that we must judge the value of the work being done by Karuna Trust in this state. In an earlier presentation, we had shared the dismal state of medical facilities in this area. Since 2005, Karuna Trust has been providing rural health care in the form of a public-private partnership. In this arrangement, the government hands over the managing of a PHC to an NGO and gives them 90% of the allocated funds. The NGO has to come up with the remaining 10%. And this is where groups such as IFA come in. Over the past 4 years, we have been supporting Karuna Trust with funds to cover 2 of the 9 PHCs they are managing here, besides the 30 they have been running in Karnataka from 1996. IFA members have visited them in 2006 and again last year. Under the inspired leadership of Dr. Sudarshan and based on numerous committed workers, both from outside as well as from within Arunachal, the Karuna Trust PHCs are making a significant impact in their area of operation. Is the bottom line. $1 provided by us materializes $10 worth of services. Therefore, our contribution is enabling primary health care to almost 10,000 people in close to 50 villages. What is even more heartening to know is that the ongoing success of this model has attracted nationwide attention. As of now, 50 additional centers are being taken over throughout India. Several large funding organizations, such as the MacArthur Foundation, have pledged to support many of these centers. Thus, our help has catalyzed a huge influx of resources. And this is not the result of a public-private partnership in which private interests take over government work to make a profit. This is truly an NGO public partnership in which the ultimate goal is to involve the local community in managing their own healthcare so that one day it becomes truly public in the sense of being run by the local people accountable to the local community rather than by the politicians in the state capital or worse, Delhi. When that happens, Karuna Trust will no longer be needed. That day may be far off and may indeed never arrive. We don't have a crystal ball. The ground realities are too daunting. However, even if that never happens, we would still have made a big dent in alleviating some of the misery these wonderful people are having to live with.